Nicole. So, I hope everybody had an amazing holiday. I did. I was very chill, laid back, um, just in complete gratitude for family, and um, I just felt so, happy and thankful, like always. Nothing unusual for me, but on several occasions, I've heard that people are struggling a lot with um, just the burden of COVID, the burden of social distancing, the burden of not having people um, close. And so, I feel like it's my due diligence to talk about and discuss why so many people are feeling this sense of sadness, feeling this sense of distress. And I just think it's important for me as a coach to address it. And I'm really not going to be long, but make sure you click and share this video, because not just for yourself or for your friends, but I think it's important that I don't just talk about the great things and the awesome things of life. I also have to tackle and talk about things that a lot of people maybe don't. So for those of you that don't know me, I'm Carla Nicole, I'm a wisdom coach. And I just want to talk about something because I think it's important. There are many people that are sad. Very sad, very depressed, very frustrated with life. And no matter what you say or what you try to give them as far as just peace of mind or words of encouragement, it just doesn't seem to get through to their soul. And so their soul feels very heavy, very sad, very frustrated. And it's not, people that you would normally think are going through this. I'm talking about people that are usually pretty jovial, people that usually are smiling all the time, and people that are just the go-to person, the strong people. They're really struggling right around this time with having the heaviness of being socially distanced from people, not being able to do what they love to do. Everything's just kind of in this solemn, sad state of being. And so I want to give resolution to some of the things that I do to keep myself from getting, down or depressed or feeling as though, things aren't really looking the way I want them to look. So what I do, and encourage you to do also, is to, rather than be on such a focus of trying to figure out what, you don't have, be in gratitude for what you do have. And what I mean about gratitude is not just thankful I have a house, thankful I have this, but be in gratitude that you have another day. Be in gratitude that, you have breath of life in your soul and spirit. Because when you start to reflect inward with the joy that you have inside, you begin to realize that, yeah, there's some things that we don't get to have fun with right now. Hey, P. Cheryl. We don't have fun and opportunities to do right now, but there are things you can do to get excited about life. A lot of times we are driven by goals and driven by things we want to get done and driven by things we want to accomplish. But very few times do we sit down and really look at what have we already done? What have we already accomplished? Well, whose life have we already impacted? What are some of the celebratory things in life that we're not really excited about? What are some of the things that we've done and accomplished already that we have not really sat down and been really truly excited about? And a lot of times, because we're so down about what we lost, what we don't have, life isn't where I want it to be, and all of this stuff, it gets to become more frustrating and more sad the more days we go in this rut and in this psychological slump, because we're not thinking about what we actually have and what we actually have accomplished. And I'm not talking about accomplishing degrees or accomplishing certain positions at work, or accomplishing being a great mom or great dad. I'm talking about, who have you impacted just for being you? This is something that's a great life hack for me. I use it all the time. I have people that reach out to me all the time because I'm a coach, and they'll just say, hey, can you help me with something? Or I got an issue, or can you help me with this? Can you help me with that? Or, hey, do you mind if I throw something at you? Can you kind of give me your perspective? And for me, even though that seems minor, or it seems minute, or it seems like, it's not no big deal, it's huge, because sometimes when I give them a different perspective, it helps them to see, oh shit, I was looking at it from a negative, and actually this is a positive. And so instead of thinking about all the accomplishments you've made in your life, for instance, like how much money you got, how many cars you may have, the houses you have, and all of that, rather than thinking about that, what words did you give to someone to change their life? What small things can you really celebrate in your inner being about what you've given to somebody? And I'm not talking about what you gave them physically or what item you bought them. What did you give somebody to change their life? And a lot of times we don't even realize it could have been a stranger. It could have been somebody that, is very close to you and respects you. Or it could be somebody that, is somebody you don't see every day. The reason I say that this is a great life hack and is very important we do is we need to start to appreciate really what we're doing while we're in the living. Besides what we're accomplishing and achieving in work and all this other stuff. There's never going to be another you again. There's never been a you before. So we have to stop getting so caught up in the drive to want to accomplish certain things, to where we're forgetting that it's the small fractions of moments that, you've actually impacted somebody. Just the other day, I was at the post office. A woman never has done the self postal, kiosk, never tried it before. She was in a frenzy. She didn't know how to do it. I said, hey, let me help you. I said, I do this all the time. It's no big deal. So I helped her. She ended up not doing it, but the fact that I didn't mind helping her and showing her it's pretty easy, it's not hard to do, that helped her get what? I helped her to see, oh, this is how you do it. So even though it was a small fraction of time, that was an accomplishment on my behalf that I actually celebrated, because I took my time out of my space where I was just seeing her frustrated and didn't get frustrated by her frustration, but rather lended a helping hand. And how many times have we done these things and we don't celebrate them? We don't even think about them. We just do it and then we just move on. But we don't realize that those little small meaningful things that we do for people is huge. And we don't even realize it until years later. You know what I'm saying? And so I just wanted to give you guys this moment of thinking. I know it gets overwhelming. I know it gets very disheartening to be alone, or you can't go out and do what you love to do. But don't overlook the great things that you're giving in those small fractions of time that you may think is no big deal. They're huge, because a lot of people aren't feeling compassion for other people. They're not feeling that people care. And this is why so many people are living in depression in silence. People are saddened. People are frustrated. People are just, wallowing in their sadness and distracted by, just things that are not going their way. So please, I know we meditate, we do everything we can to try to not get frustrated, but you're human and you are going to have moments of depression. You are going to fall back into those thoughts of man, I don't have everything I need. Man, I don't have everything I want. I really wish I had this and I really wish I had that. And rather than saying that to yourself, here's a great thing that I do for myself. I change what I say to myself. So say, for instance, if I say I really don't have this, as an example, I'll just say I really don't have a lot of, we'll just say, people around, as an example. And then I can say I can actually reach out to people that I never would have because of our option with Facebook. We have this option to reach out to people. We can reach out and touch someone. Maybe not physically, but there are ways around what we see as being a hindrance to our social economy inside our soul, because a lot of it is it's depleted because we're not able to see somebody. Nobody can just come over and hang out. It's all this stuff going on. And so I just wanted to give you guys this real quick. Don't get so utterly frustrated, because there are means to things that you can do. I've built a lot of friendships, a lot of relationships that aren't even in my city, that I feel is highly appreciated. And I also realize that eventually I will try to open up a way to where I can connect with people physically again once we get out of this pandemic. But again, we have to see what we do have. A lot of negative energy is in the realm right now because so many people are not feeling accomplished or excited about life. You got to get back to getting excited. What I mean about that is start planning some things that you want to do for you. I don't care if it's something small or something big. For me, I'm trying to plan for my 50th birthday vacation. I've already decided that's what I'm going to do. In 2023, when I turn 50, I'm having me a vacation in the Bahamas. This is something that I can now look forward to. I also have a desire that and a goal to retire in 2022. Again, this is a goal. This is things that I'm doing to stair step my way out of feeling depressed or feeling like I'm not accomplishing what I want to do. Small baby steps. Your goals don't have to match mine, but these are just things that I'm planning to share with you so you understand there's stuff to look forward to. Life doesn't have to be grim, miserable, and sad all the time. You have to start making yourself joy. You have to start to manifest some things that you want. Even if you start taking yourself out to eat, damn it, if you can't go with your friends, go out and eat. Go somewhere totally different you've never been. Go to a different city. Take yourself a drive and just go. We have to stop feeling so confined that we start to lose our thirst and excitement for living. So this is your coach to you. I want you guys to stop thinking about everything that's gone wrong in life, and I want you to start thinking about everything that you have that's great. There's only one you. There's never, ever going to be another one of you. So we need to focus on what things we want and desire and start writing down, well, actually, I want to do this, or I kind of have a thirst to want to do that, or I want to learn this, or do some things to get yourself out of this psychosomatic deadening energy so that you can start to get thirsty for wanting to accomplish certain things, get thirsty for wanting to just enjoy life, to appreciate the now, even in this pandemic, even when you can't be around your family and friends, even when there's deaths going on, there's still room for excitement about life. And I know it's hard, especially if you're watching that damn news. It will have you thinking life is over. You have to learn to not absorb everything you're taking in from the news, but start to just understand this is what it is. Be in an aerial view about it and pull yourself out of that. That will cause you to continually feel like you don't have any joy in life. It will deplete your very existence. And this is something you can't afford. You just can't afford it, especially if you have a family and you have life of your own. We have to get our life back. And in order to do that, we have to start getting excited about it again. We have to have something to look forward to. One of the things about Christmas, and I know this is probably something that maybe people don't want to talk about or even want to look at as a good thing, but I am going to bring it up as a good thing. One of the things about the joys of Christmas is people look forward to what? They look forward to the gift giving. They look forward to the family. They look forward to the great feasting. They look forward to the time spent with people they don't get to see a lot. This is the same thing we need to be doing on a daily basis. What are we looking forward to in our day-to-day life? What are we looking forward to? If we don't have any real joy about what we have to look forward to, our humdrum and our routine of life becomes this whole just dreadful feeling, and we start to lose our thirst and our excitement about life. And this is what I'm feeling amongst just the energy, even for the holiday. A lot of people just were miserable, just not happy, just and it's like, do y'all know that that was a gift? Every day is a gift. We can't afford to just let these days pass on like they don't matter. They do. And so when we understand that, when we sit down and get rooted in the joy of life, we start to realize that, man, I have something to offer. Not only do I have something to offer someone else, but I also have something to offer myself, which is being excited about having something I want to do for myself. Being able to do something I have never done and tried something new. These are all things that we lose because we think, oh, well, it's not the season, or, oh, well, nobody else is doing it, or, I'm waiting on somebody to do it for me. And all of those things are hindering you from actually getting back to excitement in life. Make sure you guys share this video. It's very important. If not for yourself, for your friends. Tag your friends. Tell them, hey, even if it's not you, it might be other friends that are dealing with this stuff, that they don't really understand. Why do I feel so sad all the time? Why don't I feel excited? Because you're not looking forward to anything in life. All you're thinking about is what I got to do, what are my obligations, what time do I need to be here and there? And it's just actually just depleting your excitement for life. I hope I helped somebody today. Like I said, it's very important that we do this. We need to talk about this. This is vital because a lot of people are just now existing. They're not living. They're not excited. They're not even jumping out of bed. They're just rolling out. And it's just really unhealthy. All right, guys, I'm out of here. Make sure you share this. It's Carla Nicole. I'm signing off. Best kept.